Thanks for joining us for another Kickstarter conniption. Today we're looking at the new Great Houses expansion to the game Shaolia Warring States.
And as always, we want to make sure you're aware that our Kickstarter conniption videos are sponsored in part by our Kickstarter backers and by the creators of this game. For joining us at Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sarah Meadows, and today we're looking at the Kickstarter prototype for the expansion Great Houses for the game Shaolia Warring States from Bad Comet.
The new expansion will add a bunch of new cards and components for the game. It'll also add a solo variant so that now the game can be played by 1 to 4 players. If you'd like to see the base game and what our thoughts of it were of that about a year ago when it came out, you can check out that video. We're also going to be doing a playthrough video of the expansion so you can see it in action. If you want to get an overview right now, let's go ahead and take a look at what comes in the box.
The Great Houses expansion will come with new character cards and tons of level 2 cards.
It will include a rule set and components for a new one-player version of the game that will include minion cards and a boss board that you'll have to do battle against.
The expansion introduces new quest cards and noble house tiles, and several new scenarios are included in the rulebook.
The quest cards will give players different goals to try and achieve while playing the game.
And the quest cards can be spent to purchase the new noble house tiles, which can't be attacked by your opponents, and they grant players powerful abilities that are either ongoing or can be triggered by any die.
We were pretty big fans of the original Shaolia game when it came out. We actually were able to get our hands on the deluxeified edition with the metal coins and everything cool. You'll get to see that if you check out our playthrough video. The new Shaolia expansion does add a ton of new cards to the game. I think there's maybe like 60, probably depends on prototype. Obviously we're looking at prototype, probably depends on the Kickstarter and stretch goals and things like that, but a bunch of new level 2 cards that all kind of work in different ways and build on your level 1 cards and things. It's also got more additional character card powers that it's adding, and then it's introducing those new quest cards and the noble tiles.
Yes, those quest cards, if you are the first one to start attempting one of those, you can use one of your flags and gain it into your area, and then you're the only one that can finish working on them. Some of them do take a little while to complete, but that's okay. You usually have plenty of time to try and get it done before the end of the game. They can be used to purchase those noble tiles. The cards kind of give you a little bit of a focus. Maybe if you're going to go for some of them, you need to have a certain number of a type of card. So you might want to hold on to a few instead of discarding or spending them for other things or adding them to your kingdom. Otherwise, you can use those quest cards once you complete them to gain the noble tiles. Some of them allow you to use any die on them, and they've got some very nice powers and abilities. Others are passive, and they just happen automatically once something is triggered.
Yeah, those noble tiles are pretty great because they are very powerful. They also can't be attacked by other players, and they don't take up any spaces on your board. So if you're able to get those, that's fantastic for you because most of those quests are kind of things that potentially can just happen on your turn. You do have to kind of be strategic on some of them, but a lot of them are just like have these 3 cards in your hand or destroy 3 people's other properties on your turn. They can be hard things to accomplish, but if you're able to get them done, get the quest cards, then you're getting rewarded with these really great new noble tiles. The game also introduces a new solo mode to the game, which is kind of slick. You've got this character board and this evil queen that you're trying to take out. The way that the board works is actually kind of similar to Viscounts, where you're going to kind of be revealing a new card to her board each round, so she's going to get more and more powerful as the game goes on, and then as she continues, abilities and attack cards that she had on previous turns will be pushed off and the new ones will come in. She's also got this little charge bar at the top, and on every turn she'll get to kind of charge that up, and when she hits certain spots she'll do extra damage and things. So it does seem like she could be a pretty difficult foe to take out, which is cool, and you can obviously play against her using any combination of any of the cards that you want to do. So you could create lots of different scenarios where you're playing against the board instead of another opponent.
Yeah. If this sounds like something you're interested in, you can check out the Great Houses expansion to Shaolia Warring States from Bad Comet. If you would like to see a playthrough, make sure and check out the playthrough video. We are going to do a 4-player 2 versus 2 playthrough of the expansion and the base game. You can check that out. Thanks again for subscribing and liking us at Tantrum House. Liking us.
Thanks for liking us.
I meant like thumbs upping the video.
Oh, liking the video.
Liking the videos.
So add a solo variant, which will allow you to play the game as a 1 or to 4 player. Up to 4 player. Oh, I fell into the normal pattern.
Giving you a focus, sorry.
Yeah, right. It's fine. We're going to need a couple run-throughs.
Prototypes to the expansion Great Houses for the game Shaolia Warring States. That was kind of awkward.